Hi everyone, welcome to another video. So following on from the Dark Angels reveals that we got yesterday, today on Boxing Day it's been all about Warhammer the Old World, and they've actually revealed the two launch boxes that are coming for the start of the Old World. So in case you weren't aware, there isn't going to be a single launch box or starter set for the Old World. There's actually going to be two separate core army boxes, one for the Bretonnians and one for the Tomb Kings. So each box has got a full 1250 point army, loads of miniatures in it. You get the 352 page hardback rulebook, I should say, reference sheets, 20 d6 dice, a scatter dice, 3 weapon templates, so presumably flamer and a large blast and a small blast template, 2 red whippy sticks and some transfer sheets as well. So as I said, one for the Bretonnians, one for the Tomb Kings. So if we look at the Tomb Kings of Khemri edition, you can get 93 miniatures in total. So the new Leash Priest on the big Necrolith Bone Dragon that we saw revealed the other day, I think you can build that as a Tomb King as well, or if you build it as the Leash Priest, you can build the Tomb King on foot. And the rest is all classic kits. So there's 40 skeleton warriors, 32 skeleton archers, 3 skeleton chariots, and there's also 16 skeleton horsemen as well. So that's your Tomb Kings edition. As I said, you get the rulebook and everything in it in that box. Or if you're going to be for the lady, Kingdom of Bretonnian edition. So in that one we get that brand new Lord on Pegasus. That one can be built as a Baron or a Duke, and they're going to be with 12 Bretonnian Knights of the Realm, 36 men at arms, 24 peasant bowmen, 2 defense stakes. You get 3 Pegasus Knights, and there's also a transfer sheet as well, apparently, with 176 transfers on there as well. I'm not sure if you get transfers with the Tomb Kings one, it doesn't actually say, but hopefully you do. So there are your two launch boxes coming for the start of the Old World. Now, if you're not going to be playing Tomb Kings or Bretonnians, you're not interested in either of those factions, the good news is the rulebook is going to be available separately. So as a hardback book, as I said, 352 pages, there's over 70 pages of background, there's core rules, advanced rules. You can guarantee there'll be loads of colour pages of all sorts of painted miniatures. There'll be classic kits that have been redone by the heavy metal team. Loads of stuff in there, and apparently it's also coming as a digital edition as well, which is pretty cool. So if you just want to get that book on day one, download it. You've got your book, you've got your classic miniatures already on the shelf from 8th edition or whatever. You can just crack on and start playing. So that's really good. Now, as long with the rulebook, for the good and the bad factions that they revealed the other day, I think there's 9 factions in total, there's going to be 2 separate books. So Forces of Fantasy and Ravening Hordes. Think of these like your Liber Astartes and Liber Hereticus for the Horus heresy. So in Forces of Fantasy we've got the Dwarves, we've got the Empire, we've got the Bretonnians, the High Elves and the Wood Elves. So that's your good guys book. And then Ravening Hordes, in that one it's going to be Tomb Kings, Orcs and Goblins, Warriors of Chaos and the Beastmen as well. So like I said, those 2 books, kind of like your Loyalist and Traitor books for Horus Heresy, you'll need the big massive rule book as well, and then just one of these 2 books. Now if you play different armies, if you're playing like Chaos Dwarves or Skaven or something like that, apparently there is going to be Legacy Army Lists PDFs available shortly after launch, so you'll still be able to play with those miniatures, and shortly after launch we're going to get those army lists. Hopefully it's not too long, because that'll be a shame if it is. Now, along with these 2 army books, so Forces of Fantasy and Ravening Hordes, there's also some more books coming out called Arcane Journals. Now, apparently these are softback books that are going to be coming for each faction. They're going to be full of history and maps and heraldry, special characters, including certain special well-known characters, if you like, magic items and spells and stuff like that. So thematic books for each one. The first 2 that are coming at launch is one for the Kingdom of Bretonnia and one for the Tomb Kings. Now it does say that you don't need these books to play your chosen factions, but from reading the description on the Warhammer community article, I'll leave a link to that article below. It sounds like you are probably going to need these books if you want to get the full flavour out of your army and you want to use a certain character or cast a certain spell. You probably are going to need these books. But anyway, it does say you don't need them, but my guess is you probably will if you want to just get the full experience. But anyway, back to the miniatures. So as I said, this one was all about the Tomb Kings really. We've seen the Bretonnian reveal already. I've done a separate video on that. I'll leave a link to that in the description below as well. But we've got a brand new miniature for NECAP. So Emissary of Settra. So this is a really nice looking miniature actually. Stood on like a rocky plinth. He's got a massive big scroll there that apparently is full of Settra's conquests and titles and stuff like that. And I've got to say, whoever's done the paint job on this has done a cracking job with that scroll. He's covered in scarab beetles as well, and he's armed with a massive flail as well. The flail of conquered kings, according to the article. Really, really nice miniature. Love that one. And also alongside neck up, we've got a battle standard bearer as well. So this guy's armed with some sort of bladed flail as well, and a really nice miniature. Great battle standard. I love the way that's painted, and I love the eyes on that miniature as well. Again, somebody's done a really good paint job on that one. And topping off the miniatures, we've also got a tomb swarm as well. So apparently this is a swarm full of scarab beetles, skeletons, there's bits of a shield in there, scorpions, and all sorts of stuff that can overwhelm people. So again, really nice miniatures. It's nice to see new releases coming for the Tomb Kings as well as the Bretonnians. So that's it for today. Let me know what you think for all the reveals for the Tomb Kings, and of course what you think about those two launch boxes. So we've got the Bretonnians and we've got the Tomb Kings. Are you going to be picking either one of those up? Please let me know in the comments. I always read them and I always look forward to replying to them. I'm probably going to get the Tomb Kings box depending on the price, but I do fear that it's going to be quite expensive. But I already know someone who's getting the Bretonnians, and we're already there looking to get a match going, so I'm looking forward to getting back into the old world. Tomb Kings I've always loved, so the fact that they're going with them for a launch box is making it very, very hard to resist. So let me know what you think, and also what do you think of these new miniatures that they've shown off today as well. If you enjoyed this video, remember to give it a thumbs up. Let me know you've enjoyed it, and if you didn't enjoy it, just do the usual, leave me a comment, let me know why you didn't like it, because that'll always help me make better videos. If you missed the Dark Angels reveals yesterday, I've done a video earlier on today showing all the Dark Angels reveals, and also the 40k teasers that they did earlier today as well. There's a few little shadowed images coming in 2024. It looks like Custodes, Orcs, and a Kroot tracker. So I'll leave a link on the in the description below as well, so you can click on that one. And all that's left to say is thank you very much for watching, as always. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.